Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Noamira binti Rozvan. Entry number 2013721821. Program UR952307 for subject PGT 104 Digital Electronic. For the title Assignment 3 and lecture name Aminazrin bin Abdurrahim. Okay, the question 1. Draw the output waveform of Q for a negative trigger jacket flip-flop with active low. Clear and free by using the input waveform in figure 1.1. Okay, you can see two truth table. This one is JK flip-flop and this one is truth table free and clear. Okay, first clock J1, K0, free 1 and clear 1, output become 1, and second clock J1, K1, free 1, clear 1, output become 1. Okay, the third clock J1, K1, free 1, clear 1, output become 0, and next clock J1, K0, free 1, clear 0, and output become 0. Okay, next clock is J1, K1, free 1, clear 1, output become 1, and the last clock is J1, K1, free 1, clear 1, output become 1. Okay, for the question 2, based on a figure 2.1, give the complete name for each flip-flop. First one, SR flip-flop. S stand for set and R stand for reset. And second one, JK flip-flop, negative S trigger. For this one at the clock, or for this one bubble. And third one is T flip-flop. T stand to toggle, and the last one is T flip-flop. This stand to data. Okay, complete the following timing diagram. Is a figure 2.1 by drawing the waveform for the output W, X, Y, and Z. Assume that all the output value initialize at 0. Okay, you can first you can see SR. Okay, this one is truth table SR and this one is waveform SR. Okay, you can see SR don't care, and Q and Q bar is maintained, and SR 0, S0 R1, Q0 and Q bar is 1. Stand for D is for reset, will reset, and S1 R0, Q1, Q bar 0 will stand for set. Okay. S1, R1, Q and Q bar not used. Okay, this one is JK flip-flop. And this one is truth table JK flip-flop, and this one is waveform JK flip-flop. Okay. The JK flip-flop is active low because at the bubble here. Okay. Look at waveform here. First clock J0, K1, output 0. The second clock is J1, J0, K1, output is 0. Okay, the third one is T flip-flop. T stand for toggle. Okay, this one is truth table T flip-flop, and this one is waveform T flip-flop. Okay, look at here the output waveform. You can see here, and first clock T0 output become 0, and the second clock T1 output become 1. Okay, this is a T flip-flop, and this is a truth table T flip-flop, and this one is waveform T flip-flop. Okay, you can see the first clock T1 output become 1, and the second clock D1 output become 1. Okay, the question 3, based on figure 3.1, draw the output waveform Q and Q bar for the given input in figure 3.1. For this symbol D flip-flop and waveform D flip-flop. Okay, you can see two truth table and one waveform. Okay, first truth table clear and free, and the second truth table T flip-flop. Okay, this one is waveform D flip-flop. Okay, first clock T0, pre-0, clear 1, Q is 1. The second clock is D0, pre-1, output become 1. Third clock is D1, pre-1, clear 1, output Q is 1. Okay, the fourth clock D0, pre-1, clear 1, output becomes 0. Okay, the last clock D0, pre-1, clear 1, output is 1. Okay, the Q bar, the Q bar is inverter for Q. Okay, for this question 4, last question, analyze the operation of the resistor circuit in figure 4.1 for the given input waveform, and assume that the initial condition is 50 Q2 Q1 Q0 equal to 0, 1, 1, 0. Construct the output waveform for the following waveform figure 4.1 for this register circuit, and for this waveform circuit. Okay, the answer is question 4 and D and enable. For D0 and number 1, D0 and number 1 output is become 0. For D1 and number 1 can output can 1. For the D0 and number 1 output become 0, and for this and enable 1 D0 and output is 0. This one enable 1 output 1, D1 enable 1 output become 1. Okay, the second D1 and enable. For D1 enable 1 output become 1, and D10 enable 1 output become 0. For this D0 enable 1 output become 0, and for this D1 enable 1 output become 1, and for this D0 enable 1 and output become 0. Okay, D0 enable 1 output become 0. D1 enable 1 output become 1, and D0 enable 1 output become 0, and 0, 1, 0, and 1, 1 output become 1. And for this, for the last is D is 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, and 0, 1, 1, 0, and for this 1, 1, 1, 1 D1 enable 1 output become 1. For this same box, and D1 and enable 1 output become 1. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.